Let me fix this camera here. Walmart Super here. What's up, guys? I'm going to tell you guys about the Honda Civic, what's wrong with it, stuff, and we're going to get right into the video. 2008 Honda Civic with 175,000 miles on the body, 147 on the engine. Long story short, let's put it this way. I got the car for $6,000. The car is absolutely fantastic. I looked at it. Looked like it was in fantastic conditions. Bought the car. I towed the car back. Signed the title and everything. Once I got the car, because it doesn't matter, I guess, after the point when I bought the car from him. I guess it starts when I actually started driving the car. I drove the car from back to work fine, back and forth, no problems. Maybe there was like a little jolt every now and then after 3,000 RPMs. But the car ran fine. The issues with the car currently are the brake booster. He did not replace the gasket when he replaced the master cylinders. The small things, you know, causing a major vacuum leak, causing it to stumble. So it sounded like a canned Chevy. Extremely dumb. So he replaced the whole brake booster. That got settled. That's done. I just got to change the brakes on it, and so that's why it feels weird. Other things that I found out was he put auto spark plugs in the car. Absolute garbage. So I put in NGKs in it. Another thing that I realized too was he was missing the frame on the back side of the windshield where the cowl sits, so water doesn't get on top of the valve cover. Other things that I've noticed were, what else did I notice? Tires in the back are bald. These are usual maintenance stuff. So tires, needs brakes. The downpipe he used is actually a Catless downpipe, but I think he welded on a high flow cat, so that's why the cat code doesn't come on. And I'm gonna save the most messed up thing for last, which is the next part. It's the oil change. He used a cheap oil filter on it, and I'm pretty sure he's never changed the oil, because when I drained the oil, it was absolutely close to black. If not, it's probably borderline black. So I drained the oil. I put my new oil in it. I'm going to run that for a short period amount of time. Then I'm going to run better oil in it. I put Mobil 1 for now, but I usually go with Valvoline with any car that I have, or Castrol. Last but not least, I pulled out the cluster. Thinking, okay, he changed the cluster because it wants to line up to the mileage. That makes sense. Pull it out. He had grabbing pliers, and the Civic SIs, they're welded onto the motherboard. I'm sure this is what happened. He grabbed the pliers, grabbed the diode, and ripped them out. He ripped the one for the check engine and ripped the one for the VSA light. I had to go all the way down to New Haven, the only place that seemed to have the cluster, and buy the cluster. So now on my dashboard, it's not going to line up to the body, but when I go through emissions, I explained that to them. I was in a pinch of time. The mileage is not going to be accurate. I'll be honest with you, it's not accurate, because the previous owner did some messed up stuff to the engine and to the cluster, and he never told me about it. So I had to find my own solution to do something, and that's what I did. At least the check engine light comes on, and I was trying to do the right thing. And I'll tell them that, and I'll explain that. The stuff that I've done so far. So I've done the brake booster, the cluster. The car shifts alright for what I'm trying to do with it. It shifts alright. It'll last me a little bit so I get my money up. And the engine sounds absolutely fantastic now. What else did I do? I'm going to start doing tires soon, because the car absolutely needs tires, rather if I buy used tires or something. I'm going to be buying used tires most probably, because I'm in a pinch, and I'm just trying to get this car through emissions and everything all said and done and dandy, and call it a day, to be quite honest. What other things can I say? Other things that I found, little things, probably going to be the cold air intake that they put on was all messed up. What else? I think that was basically it, besides the shitty ass oil filter I put in the back. But now, what I'm dealing with now, I have to fix the radiator. It seems to be leaking now, and I'm going to be fixing the cam sensor. He put in an AutoZone cam sensor. Drop in the comments. I don't know much about Civics, but drop in the comments below, why did he put an AutoZone sensor, and do these cars even like AutoZone sensors? From what I've seen from the reviews lately, is that these cars do not like AutoZone sensors. They will not read right. There was somebody at Midas in Torrington, that's the generator I lived in, that told me that some cars do not like AutoZone sensors. Advanced auto parts sensors, absolutely no. So I'm going to be taking out the sensor. I'm going to be replacing the cam sensor tomorrow, which is to check engine lights for. I'm going to be replacing those 2 sensors, so that's what the check engine lights for. The mass airflow sensor was replaced because of the fact that I just threw in the stock intake box. Because I guess for the Civics, drop down in the comments too, you need a tune in order to run any type of intake, whether it's a short ram or a cold air intake. So I threw in the stock intake box. Other things I'm gonna end up probably doing is buying tires, doing brakes. I'm probably doing drill and slotted rotors, and that's really about it. I'm just in a little bit of a pinch because of the fact that I have till Friday to figure all this stuff out, which is extremely annoying, trust me. I did not expect to go through this mess at all when registering the car. I expected it to just be buy, register, emissions, it'll pass, and just be done with it and be able to drive the car. But I like to call this being scammed. I hate to say this, but I think I personally did get scammed pretty bad on this car. But with every downside, I like to see it as there's more upside room. When you buy a car that's in really shitty conditions, there's only room for upside from there. Rather, if you're going to drop 10K on the car, 5K on the car, or even 1K on the car, there's only upside from there. Because, like, it's the, what is it, the Newton law or something like that? That whatever comes up has to come down, and vice versa. Whatever comes down has to come up. So that's what I found so far on the Civic so far. I've been driving it to work back and forth for the past 3 days fine, so I'm not assuming that timing is bad because I've been able to drive it. It's never stalled on me. It's never misfired on me, really. It's been driving very smooth, so that's why I'm just like, it doesn't sound like it's jump timing, because one of those codes is for the phaser being bad, but I really don't think so. The car doesn't feel like that at all. What else can I say? I think that's really it. So that's really it. My next mods, I'm going to give you an idea of the mods that I want to do after this whole thing gets settled. I'm going to go with coilovers, lightly used coilovers, because I realize the prices on coilovers new for these cars they're decent. Like, I think I found Rev 9 coilovers, and I've installed them on some Civics. They're direct bolt-ons. They go in, they fit fine, and they're great. But they don't go as low. But I'm not trying to go low on this car at all. Excuse me. I'm not trying to go low on this car at all. I think I'm trying to do is maybe drop it ever so slightly, because my Celica was slammed. And I didn't like that because getting over my driveway was a pain in the ass, and things always braked all the time. So I'm not ready to do that again with this car. This car has an expensive exhaust that they put through, so I'm not trying to destroy that either. Coilovers, I'm going to get tires. I'm going to try to get rims. I think I'm going to go for some BBS style rims, even if they're reps, that's fine. Or I've also been looking at some ESR 5-spoke wheels. Kind of like my Celica, but not kind of like not like the Whistlers, but definitely like the 5-spoke deep dish idea. Kind of like in that aspect with silver machined. Or even black and gold hardware, even. Black and gold hardware, black wheel type of idea, deep dish. So I'm probably going to go with the 16 idea, because I'm not trying to run too big of a rim. Again, this car's going to be a daily for me, so, and it has to be well done also. My Celica, I didn't care about the suspension being low, because at the end of the day, the car was rotting out. The car was on its last legs, so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just slam it, and it'll look nice, and if it breaks, then it breaks. So I didn't really care for that. That's really about it. So that's the video for today. If you guys want to comment below, if you guys know about Civics, add me on Instagram. I changed my name to the Walmart Type R. I'm probably going to end up changing my Instagram to that too. My YouTube, sorry. Okay, I'm tired. I'm so sorry. My YouTube, I'm going to change it to the Walmart Type R most probably. If not, you'll probably see it as the Walmart Supra still. And let me know how I did. Because, like I always said, the car's going up from here. Once I replace the radiator, the sensor, and the O2 sensors, which are 4 of the most expensive things on this Civic, it seems like, besides the motor and the transmission. It's only going to be up from here, so I'm happy. I'm excited. And that's it. Peace out, guys. I'm gonna be dropping probably a second video, maybe around this, maybe next week. So be on the lookout for another video next week. It'll probably be me driving the car around and having a blast in it and whatever. So, peace.